California. Oh, I'm gonna get a photo of this. Oh. Hi guys. So I can get a photo of this thing. Do it that way. Hello everybody. Hi guys. How you doing? How are you? Just gotta get a picture of this. Hello everybody, welcome to the broadcast. This is Mike again, M10 to Travel here I'm on Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard here. And I wanted to come give you a little bit of a LA history, sweet history. And that is the history of the famous Amos cookies that started right on this location here. Hey Tina, how are you? Started on this location here. So how's everybody doing? This is famous Amos Square. That's what the city designated it as, because this is where the famous Amos cookie started, right at this location where Wally Amos started it. So so that's kind of why I'm here, to show you that. So I don't know how many of you have heard of famous Amos cookies, but these are these cookies that this gentleman known as Wally, or Wallace was his real name, Wallace Amos, who was African American, or is an African American. He's still alive. He's 85 years old today. He's 85 years old, and he started right here on this location. He started the his first store of cookies, and this is the original location. Is a Brazilian restaurant here now on the site, Brazilian restaurant. But back in 1975, famous Amos, he was a talent agent. I'm gonna go across the street because it's in the shade, and then I'm gonna come back over this way if I can cross the street here, just to show you, give you a whole panoramic view of the location. Hey Margaret, I'm gonna cross the sunset if I can, and that way I will give you a nice view of the location. Then we can cross the street again. Let me see if I can do it. Otherwise, I'll have to go to the corner. Go to the corner to do it. Maybe I can, maybe I can, maybe I can, maybe I can. Here we go, after this car. After this guy. Sorry for the running, guys. We made it alive, and we're in the shade, which is good. Let the cookies begin. Cosmic Rose, how are you? So, okay, this gives us a better view of the location. This place that says Bossa Nova, Brazilian Bossa Nova cuisine, used to be the site of where the famous Amos cookies began. It's now designated by the city of Los Angeles as famous Amos Square. So let me give you the background. I don't know, again, how many of you have heard of famous Amos cookies, but I'll give you the story. What happened is that there's a gentleman by the name of Wallace Amos. He went by Wally. His full name is Wallace Amos, who, after his parents divorced, he was sent to live with his Aunt Della in New York City in Harlem. Aunt Della, he was 9 years old. As a kid, Aunt Della would bake him these cookies. Oh, you remember? Okay, cool. Hey, Katie, how are you? Good that you're catching me live. I appreciate it. So Aunt Della would bake him these cookies, and he always kind of remembered fondly the cookies that Aunt Della would bake for him. And so what happened was that he grew up in New York, got a job at the William Morris talent agency in the mailroom. He started in the mailroom. The William Morris Talent Agency represented a lot of obviously celebrities, famous people, and so on. So Mr. Amos, worked his way up from the mailroom to become an actual talent agent. So he was the first black talent agent in 1962. He became the first African American talent agent at William Morris, but at anywhere in the United States. So he worked his way up from the mailroom all the way up to become a talent agent representing a lot of famous people: Marvin Gaye, Simon and Garfunkel. It's just a bunch of people that he represented. Hugh Masekela as a talent agent. People at Motown, Helen Reddy, you name it. He kind of was a charming kind of a guy and worked his way up that way. I hope you guys can hear me all right. It's a little bit of noise here on the street. It's a noisy street with the cars going by. So I hope you can hear me okay. So he worked his way up. Yeah, many people get started in the mailroom. That's true. Yeah, you didn't get to know everybody's name. That's true. Loud and clear. Hey, Walter, how are you? Boodloom's in the house. So what happened is that he became this talent agent and meeting famous people, and he would bake them to kind of charm people and get people to be his clients. He himself would bake these chocolate chip cookies and send them to individuals he wanted to represent or that he represented, and the cookies were really good. So that was his shtick, to bake cookies, give it to friends, give it to people he represented, and people loved his cookies. That's what he did. He still was a talent agent. So he decided to branch out on his own, leave the talent agency in New York, move to LA and start his own talent agency, right? To start his own business. That didn't quite, audio sound is okay, cool. That didn't quite work out. So friends suggested, man, you should really sell these cookies. So what did he do? With money from Marvin Gaye, everybody knows Marvin Gaye, right? The singer, Marvin Gaye, the singer from Motown days, and Helen Reddy, $25,000 from Marvin Gaye and Helen Reddy. He launched his cookie business. And he opened the first famous Amos cookie store right here. This was the location of famous Amos cookie. The cookies just took off. Again, this is Sunset Boulevard. People loved it. People lined up. They couldn't get enough of famous Amos's cookies. And it was an instant hit. Total instant hit. He went from being a guy who was sort of like not making any money to making millions of dollars because he made his cookie available to stores, grocery stores as well. It was packaged, sold in grocery stores. It went all over the world. Yes, Wally was selling cookies like crazy. And so he branched out. He started, this was, by the way, 1975. 1975 is when he launched the business. as an entrepreneur. And right here on this spot, on Sunset and Formosa, is the cross street. Formosa is a cross street here in Sunset, famous Sunset Boulevard. So people couldn't get enough of them. He was making millions. I think it became quickly a $10 million business, and then even beyond that, that people were just buying it up. And of course, you could buy it in the stores because they started setting it in the grocery stores and that sort of thing. So that was that. Unfortunately, like sometimes happens with businesses, they take off, businesses take off, and business drops off, right? So After's cookies were made available elsewhere, and so I'm going to move over here. At about in the 1980s, around 1983, business started falling off. I worked at Sunset and Vine for years. Oh, did you? Nice. Busy area there, Sunset and Vine. So the business started to fall off. Wally Amos started to kind of sell off shares of the business. He sold out shares to different companies. He sold off a majority share, and then he was not the majority owner at one point. He was no longer the majority owner. And then he sold out more and more to the point he went from being the owner of the business, the CEO, to an employee. Think about that. You go from being the person who started the business, becoming the owner of the business, to becoming essentially an employee who was doing nothing more than getting a salary and doing advertisements for the business that you no longer owned. I guess people got cookied out. Yeah, well, other people started doing it as well. Started doing the same model, and other cookies, so people had options, and so that's kind of what competition came in. And yes, but he went from being the owner, making millions and millions of dollars, to selling off the business to stay afloat, selling off shares, and the business still wasn't doing so well, and he lost a lot of money. Hey, Hannah, how are you? Yes. Yeah, it is a bummer. And so, in frustration, because he was not liking the direction that the business was going in, when he did not own it, he was just doing ads on TV. He quit, and basically the guy had no money. Fast forward to over the years, where famous Amos cookies was sold to one company after another, and famous Amos finally ended up being bought by Keebler, a company, and Keebler owned it. Keebler owned it for a while, and then Kellogg, the Kellogg company, the company that does cereal, Kellogg bought off Keebler, so Kellogg owned it. And of course, they were doing their own thing with it, sometimes not promoting it as well and all that. And famous Amos is still around, but it's owned by another company that bought it from Kellogg. And now they're still being sold, they're still being advertised, but it has nothing to do with Wally Amos. And in fact, the ad that I'm seeing now on TV is promoting famous Amos cookies with promoting the Belgian chocolate. Oh, we do with Belgian chocolate. That's what the ads. So it's different from the promotion that started before, that started here. Yeah, some people say it isn't as good anymore. Some people say they still like it. Yeah, I have friends who said, it's too much baking soda. My friend Brooke, she said too much baking soda, um, too much baking soda, too much this. Some people still like it, some people don't. Hey, you're welcome. So today the cookie company still exists, but of course today we have many options. Uh, but this is where it was honored. Now, the interesting thing about this famous Amos Square, the city of Los Angeles, like a lot of places in the world, honor certain areas for historic reasons, right? Usually, the city of Los Angeles honors names of square in honor of a person. The interesting thing about famous Amos Square is that they don't necessarily honor Wallace Amos. They're actually honoring the cookie. This is a unique designation that the city is honoring the cookie, not necessarily the man. So it's not honoring Wallace. In a sense, it is honoring him, but it's really honoring, saying, hey, this is where famous Amos Cookie started. So it's kind of an interesting take. It's because he's black? No, I don't think so. Unfortunately, so he's 85 years old now. He lives in South Carolina. He lives in South Carolina. And his net worth, which used to be in the millions, by the way, his net worth, which used to be in the millions, is now, if you look it up, it's $20,000. He was on Shark Tank. I don't know if you saw that episode of Shark Tank, if you're a Shark Tank fan, trying to promote another product, cookie product, and he didn't get a deal. He did not get a deal. And people are like, whoa, I know you. And so he's 85 years old now in South Carolina, trying to start get a new cookie business going. But his net worth, from what I could check when I checked, was like 20 grand. That's nothing. A lot of people have a net worth that is more than that. That is certainly more than that. Cleveland in the house. How are you? Yeah, that's nothing. I mean, think about it. Back in the mid to late 1970s, this guy was worth millions of dollars. And today, at 85 years old, living in South Carolina, he had a business in Columbia, South Carolina, and he's trying to get that cookie business going. It's not worth. It's now. His net worth is 20 grand. You're good? Excellent, excellent. So again, today a Brazilian restaurant occupies the spot where famous Amos started. There is, if you, I can't go inside and start broadcasting, guys. It's a restaurant, number one. Number two, it's you got to wear a mask, restrictions and all. It's a private. I can't just go in and start. Again, you can see the outside. It's pretty much what it looked like, and that's it. He was all over the place. I mean, he was on a bunch of TV shows. He's famous. Yeah, he was all over the place. Yeah. I'm glad you're good. Glad you're good. But again, we are on Sunset Boulevard, uh, where there's a lot of history here. Of course, Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood High School is that way, down that way, and so on. All right, I think I'm gonna have to block. Let me see if I can block. I've never blocked anyone on Haps before. Keebler is now the fifth owner. No, Keebler sold it to another company. Let me see if I know how to block. I can mute him. Maybe I'll block him later. Sorry, Moise. I think I blocked the right person. I've never had to block anyone. Keebler, ER nurse, Blondie, the last I checked, Keebler owned it, and then Keebler sold it to Kellogg. Kellogg actually bought Keebler. Bought Keebler, and by buying Keebler Company, it took all the possessions. Oh, you mean Kellogg? Yes. So then Kellogg, fairly recently, Kellogg sold it to another company. I forget the name of the company, but Kellogg no longer owns it. Yeah. So Kellogg also unloaded it, sold it. Hey guys, what is this going on apps? Suddenly there's trolls. I've never seen trolls on apps before. So the trolls have arrived on apps. And I'm trying to figure out how to block them. Can you guys block people? I used to be one of your Periscope mods. Yeah, I didn't even know how to do the whole mod thing here. Kellogg full of sugar and delicious, and it's delicious. I'm gonna have to figure out this mod thing. But anyway, guys, that's the story. He's still alive today. He's 85 years old. He's still trying to do the cookie thing. Not as successfully so far as he had it here. Not as successfully as he did it here. And so that's the deal. I don't know. Maybe they're coming from Reddit. Oh, they're coming from Reddit. Maybe. Ooh, there's 300 and that could be it. Yeah. There's 380. There's a lot of people here. Oh yeah, Mrs. Fields is another famous cookies or baked goods. Um, but yeah, but famous Amos is still around. He lived in Hawaii for a while. Now he lives in, the last I checked, living in South Carolina. Hey, who's that? This is, hi, good to see you as well. I don't see your name though, sorry. M with a bunch of leaves and apple. So guys, again, we are on, somebody's waving at me for some reason. Someone just honked and waved at me. I know people in LA, but they're moving so fast I can't tell who they are. I don't recognize that car. It was a woman. We used to have Mrs. Fields' store inside the mall. Loved it. Freshly baked deliciousness. Yeah, the same thing here. This was fresh baked cookies. When he started, man, he was like selling cookies like gangbusters, like crazy. He was selling cookies. And it peaked and then it started to fall off. There are other options, obviously, and people decided, and he started to lose business. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm on Twitch too, so maybe Twitch. Yeah, I'm going out on Twitch, so that could be it as well. the Twitch people. Mrs. Fields was so expensive, though. I could only buy one as a special treat. Only one? Yeah. So I don't know. I have not bought cookies in so long, like fresh baked cookies. Who is the reigning fresh baked cook? What's the top selling, the reigning fresh baked cookies today? Is it still Mrs. Fields or who is it? I'm just curious, guys. Who do you buy if you buy cookies? I'm just wondering, if you go to the mall, who is the who do you go to for cookies? Is it still Mrs. Fields? So anyway, he had expanded. He had stores elsewhere. It went international. Famous Amos. Famous Amos started here, the original store, and then it expanded. Then they expanded to obviously shopping malls and that sort of thing. And then, of course, he started selling in grocery stores. You can get it in the grocery stores. And it was fantastic. And then by the 80s, I guess people started eating more healthy, I suppose. And anyway, the cookie business dropped off. He tried everything he could to keep it going. And to keep it going, he had to sell like shares of it. And before he knew it, he had sold off the majority share. Mike, it's me, Mo. Oh, Mo, it's you. I couldn't tell. I am watching you on Twitter. Hey, Mo. Now I see the Mo in there. The M and the apple for Mo. Gotcha. Hey, Mo. The weather is perfect now on LA. Yeah, it's a nice day. I think it's going to go up into the 80s today. 88, I believe it's going to go. Let me see if I can get a photo from over here. And of course, I'll post some of these. I already took a picture of the sign. There's a sign in front of the store commemorating, designating this as Famous Amos Square. Designated it as Famous Amos Square. Cookie business dropped off here. You can get good ones from individual bakeries only. Yeah. Again, I'm on Sunset Boulevard. This is Sunset that runs all the way to the beach and all the way downtown. If you took Sunset Boulevard, you'd end up all the way. It'll take you all the way to downtown Los Angeles. And if you kept going west, you'd end up at the ocean. The Girl Scouts lead the cookie business here as well. Cookie business dropped off. So Girl Scout cookies, yeah. Obviously for helping out the Girl Scouts and so on, people buy Girl Scouts cookie. Have you ever had the no cookie cookies? I love the ginger and the oatmeal. I don't know what a no cookies is. What is a no cookie cookie? It's not a cookie, but it's a cookie? Or is that just the brand? What is it? Walter, what is a no cookie cookie? No cookies. No cookie cookies. They make it with barely flour. Ah, I see. Hey, what's going on? Howdy. I'm on Twit now. My name is spelled a little different over here. Glitch Cat. Hello, Glitch Cat. Welcome, everybody. Again, my name is M Tends to Travel. If you're not following me here on Haps, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, feel free to do so. I do broadcasts that mainly focus on travel, but I'm a journalist, so I also do a lot of stuff that has to do with stuff in the news and stuff happening worldwide. I have a trip coming up. I haven't announced it yet, but it's going to be a very interesting trip that's coming up. And if you want to check that out, it's going to be amazing, I think. So it's going to be a winter trip that I have coming up. California is so beautiful. Yes, it is. So definitely follow me if you're on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube, guys. I need more YouTube followers. Follow me on Facebook. I have Mike Tends to Travel on Facebook. On Instagram, Mike Tends to Travel. On Twitter, M Tends to Travel. And here, San Diego is 82 right now. It's perfect. San Diego's weather is always fantastic. So you're in San Diego, ERNers, yes. And of course, look, not a single cloud, not a single cloud in the skies. It's just blue skies, not a single cloud, just blue. Yes, Mike Tends to Travel on Twitch. And palm trees, tall ones, tall palm trees. Hey Mo, now I recognize you, MK, that familiar MK from Mo. So yeah, so definitely guys, we've got a nice trip coming up. I'm really looking forward to that again. You grew up in freezing Detroit. San Diego's quite a change from Detroit for sure, especially in winter. Especially in winter. And again, if you're just joining me, my friends, we're looking at the former location, the one-time location of famous Amos cookies. This is where the cookie store, the company, was born. The original location, there's a marker that designates, a city designated this place as famous Amos Square. Again, the interesting thing about that is that they didn't necessarily say, we're honoring you, Wally. They're honoring the cookie. But in essence, they're honoring him. He's the guy who started the cookie, but they're celebrating the cookie. You prefer watching on YouTube? Cool. So let's see. I can't see it from here. Then of course, Sunset Boulevard has a lot of studios down there. I see CNN down there, CNN, and a bunch of Hollywood studios down that way. A few blocks away is Hollywood High School. And here are the tourists here on the double-decker buses. My family's nursery planted blocks of palm trees in Studio City along Ventura near Laurel Canyon. Oh, cool. I am indeed. Yeah, I am. Everything is opening up. The U.S. is saying it's okay to travel. Walk to the corner here. The U.S. is saying it's okay to travel. Europe is open depending on the country. And as long as you follow all the safety protocols, I think, as I do here in where I'm standing now in Hollywood, I think you'll be fine. Should be fine. Got all the shots. And look, Tuxedos by Mike. Tuxedos by Mike. Again, guys, right over there, right here, that's the marker that says famous Amos Square. Yes, I live in Los Angeles. Famous LA. Whoa, crazy drivers in LA. So I get a photo from this side. So So today it's a Brazilian restaurant, my friends. Back in 1975 and beyond, it was famous Amos cookies. Yeah, I did do the weird food exhibit a while ago on Periscope. I did do that, yes. I did a lot of broadcasts on Periscope way back in the day. Is Nicole here? I didn't see you come in, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Hey, Nikki, how are you? More TMZ, the TMZ celebrity tour right there. The tourists. Tourists are here. The tourists are back. That's a TMZ's tour, by the way. It's called the TMZ Celebrities Tour. Again, if you're wondering where this is at, we're at Sunset Boulevard and Formosa. Sunset, this street, the cross street is Formosa Avenue. What's that, the Gerber baby? Raised in LA. Where's Formosa? What do you mean? Right here. And the street is called Formosa. Oh yeah, I did a Route 66 trip. I did that a couple of times. Oh, what neighborhood? So this is Hollywood. This is Hollywood, guys. We're in. There's a sign right there that says Hollywood. This is Hollywood. Hooray for Hollywood. Hollywood, where people come to try to be movie stars. Uh-oh, what is it? Ambulance coming down? It's turning. Yeah, lots of history here, of course. Again, it's interesting because the person who helped famous Amos start his business was Marvin Gaye, who he represented. As a talent agent, he represented Marvin Gaye and a bunch of other celebrities he represented. So he would give them cookies, and all these famous people would say, wow, you should sell these. They loved his cookies. So when he decided to branch out on his own as an entrepreneur, he decided, I'm going to go into the cookie business. And that's what he did. And he started a store. He couldn't predict how it would do, but it did really well. Even celebrities are coming to buy it. I tried for weeks to figure out who is the artist responsible for the Gerber baby. Oh, I don't know. Sorry to say, but grandma's went out for me. Yeah, everybody's got their favorite, obviously. Everybody's got their favorite. Beautiful day here in the Los Angeles area, Hollywood, Sunset Boulevard. Fantastic Sunset Boulevard. What up, Pratty? Okay. I hope she was eventually satisfied with her what she got or who she got. All right, so as soon as I can get across the street safely, I'm going to show you the sign, and then I'm going to shut down the broadcast, guys. I'm going to go across the street again and show you the famous Amos Square sign, and then we'll call it. I think I can now. It's clear. Okay, it's clear. Woo. I can even walk. I don't even have to run. All right, so good. So let me show you the sign that commemorates this place as famous Amos, and then we'll call it a day, guys. So here it is. I did. So there it is. I don't know. I don't. I don't know that Elvis song. I have no idea. So you guys see it? It says famous Amos, although the M is missing a little bit. Famous Amos Square. Wally Amos opened the world's first chocolate chip cookie store in 1975. Hey, you're welcome. Maybe I can get it from the other side. The sun is kicking over here. Another sun. Oh yeah, the full thing is over here. So there's the sign right there designating this. And again, the store started in 1975. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna head out to. I think I'm gonna head out to another location and see what's going on. I'm not gonna say where yet, but I'll let you guys know where I'm heading. But I think I'm gonna head out to another location and bring another broadcast. But we'll see. It depends on when I get over there. What I'll do. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I'll put this photo on Instagram and some of the other places. Thanks everybody for joining again. Make sure you follow if you want to get my notification that I'm live. Okay? You're welcome, ER nurse. Thanks everybody. Scoping down. Scoping down. I'm still used to saying scoping. Scoping down. All right. Okay. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.